Hi there, I'm Mountain Jace. Welcome to my channel, Train, Don't Strain, the goal of which is to guide the average gym goer up the optimal path to reach their peak fitness potential. The sad reality is that almost everyone that trains has bought into the idea that getting through their sets with the least amount of muscle engagement, followed by sitting around for 5 to 6 minutes staring at their phones, is miraculously going to make them fitter and stronger. That's just not going to happen. As I explained in my previous series called Foundations of Fitness, the body was designed to cheat train, by which I mean avoid intense muscular micro-tearing which requires expensive resources to rebuild wherever possible. As with wanting to get better at playing golf or the piano, there are a multitude of rigorous techniques that need to be learned and respected. Doing a set of bicep curls when all the energy to make the bar move comes from your calves is guaranteed to ensure that you never actually build the muscle you think you are training. And that's true today as it is if you continue to cheat train for 10 years solid. 1 million times 0 is always 0. So the sooner you break free from fitness mediocrity and start climbing up your peak potential, the sooner you'll benefit from your gym training. As with everything I've covered on this channel, the only way to stop cheat training and join my fitness evolution is to reduce the weights you opt for, perhaps in the order of 30 to 40%, to ensure the kind of mind-muscle engagement through the entire range of motion, positive and negative, that will set you up for success. Most people fail before they've even started by picking a weight so heavy that the body has no option but to spread the load onto nearby bones and larger muscles. All of which means that the muscle you want to train never gets anywhere near being taken into the debilitation zone. This is the all-important zone that induces the body to say to itself, this muscle has been used so intensely, most likely for a flight or fight reason, that the whole body's very survival is now at risk. And therefore it is imperative that not only the torn muscle fibers are repaired, but they are done so in a way that makes them stronger and fitter for future encounters. That's the sole mechanism by which the body gains future enhancements. So in today's video, I want to share with you an indisputable way that you can, while you work out, confirm to yourself whether you're cheat training like a moron or you are well on the way up the stairway to heavenly gains. To keep things simple, I won't go into too much analytical detail as to why what I am saying must be immutably true. Rather, I first just want you to understand the fundamental argument I am propounding as to why you should think long and hard about the way you approach your gym sessions. I encourage you then to watch episode 9, called Stairway to Heavenly Gains, to fully grasp the reasoning behind this evolutionary change, so that you are empowered to want to immediately start training productively for a far better future you. You can do this moron or messiah check on your own, but it actually works a little better if you get someone to assist you for the first few times you try it. So, anyone who has watched my previous videos knows that the sad reality is that the vast majority of people throw away any chance of enduring gym success because they use the negative range of every movement to basically turn off their muscles and rest, which means that at the very best, and few people get anywhere near this number, they can achieve only 50% of the available benefits from doing an exercise. And 50% is not sufficient to take a muscle into the debilitation zone. The result being, as far as your body is concerned, by the time you come to work this muscle again, perhaps in 7 days, it will have taken no action to bestow you with greater strength, power, or endurance. The same, in fact, as if you never trained at all. And for this privilege of failure, you will have lost a great deal of precious time and money. Anyway, back to this ever so revealing test. Let's say you're leg pressing 100 kilograms on a standard gym machine. On the positive section, you must have to apply more than 100 kilograms of force, all else being equal, otherwise the weight would remain static. Again, this is all explained in far greater detail in my video number 9, Stairway to Heavenly Gains. So this makes sense to quite a few people, at least once it's pointed out to them. But what most find difficult to comprehend is that on the negative range of motion, one must apply not zero force, and so let gravity push your legs back to the starting position, but some small amount, just less than 100 kilograms, say 99 kilograms, and slowly and constantly through the entire length of the functionality of the muscle. That is the only way to fully train a muscle both in the positive and negative range, and thus benefit from the compounding effect, which is very powerful indeed, of doing one repetition after another without letting the muscle return to a state of rest. So, what you want to do is have someone standing next to you as you say, do your leg press workout, and get them to shout, "Stop!" at a point of their choosing whilst you are doing the negative part of this exercise. In this case, bringing your legs back towards your chest. See my last video called Killer Leg Pressing, the Evolutionary Way for further details. If you are training like a messiah, as soon as you hear this word uttered, you'll be able to make the machine immediately stop. However, if you're tending towards the moron end of the scale, you won't. In fact, the foot plate will carry on falling, perhaps all the way back to your normal end position, i.e. close to your body. Let me just note, this test works for all gym exercises, either on a machine or with free weights, and you should replicate it for each muscle you train. I'm using the leg press example because I just upped a video which shows you the evolutionary way to train this muscle. Anyway, why, I hear you asking, is this so? Well, the answer is simple. When you're perfectly controlling, which is the very definition of what training looks like, the foot plate as it comes towards you, you're continuously inputting 99 kilograms of energy into the system. Therefore, to make the 100 kilogram weight come to an abrupt halt, all you have to do is add 1 more kilogram, which, because you're perfectly engaged with the machine, is very easy to do quickly. Whereas the moron that just uses the negative range to rest his muscles and then lets the free-falling weight bounce off his belly so that a sizable chunk of the positive range is done with this momentum instead of actual effort, has to go from, say, 5 kilograms to 100 kilograms of muscular exertion before the foot plate stops. Doing so takes time, and what is often equally true is that such a person just does not have 100 kilograms of force in their leg muscles because they have cheat trained all their gym lives. That's why I tell you it's always better to have 100% of a lighter weight on a muscle through its entire range than attempt to get 5% of a much heavier one, because the latter gives you no chance for future improvements. Finally, just to throw out a few more numbers for you to think about, if a muscle is made up of 50 individual fibers, the Messiah earns 50 times 99 kilograms, or 4,950 units of reward from each negative done correctly, whereas the moron earns 50 times 5, or a mere 250 units. So it's your choice. Do you want 4,950 units of improvement added to what you also earn on the positive range of your leg press workout for every rep you do, or a measly 250? Anyway, try this trick to see who the gym you really is, and see if, after watching more of my videos, you can perfect the evolutionary training technique I suggest so that you can instantly stop a bar or a machine weight on the negative range at will. When you can feel proud that you are now on your rightful journey up the stairway to heavenly gains. Now go do the right thing.